There are a lot of people that have dreams. I like to say everyone who has ever had a shower has had a good idea. It's the people who dry off and do something about them that makes a difference.
When we started making video games, we looked at the future and said, this is going to be as big as television or bigger because it's interactive.
When games were first there, it was kind of a fad, and they designed games that everybody could play.
Video games have become so big, at some point people look back and go, well, what are the origins? Where did that come from?
It was like, we just need to figure out how to make it fun, and that was really the focus.
I think that's how communities have really started up, is just being able to find people with similar interests. When you're a kid, it's really only like if your next door neighbor played, but now we're all adults and have the ability to reach out and connect with someone else.
We created our own culture, and we took the things that we love, and we built our own world.
You can do whatever you want. You can fly, you can be a superhero, you can be a villain, you can be a goblin.
Economically, they speak for themselves. Video games gross more than movies these days.
So many things have to perfectly sync up for it to work. So I think a good video game, is probably the hardest thing to make.
I think the most exciting part about this industry is that we're constantly inventing.
When we're making games, until it's up and running and you can feel it, you never know what you're going to have.
It's really tricky to predict the future, but video games I feel like are inching towards the holodeck.
Being another person in another place and not having to worry about the world around you.
I think video games are going to be unimaginable, where you can't tell fantasy from reality and you can live the dream that you've always wanted to live.
Hey Kickstarter, my name's Jeremy and I'm the director of Video Games the Movie. And I hope that trailer gave you a real sense of the film that we're trying to make, the story that we're trying to tell. Video Games the Movie is a feature-length documentary about not just the history of video games, but where games are now, gamer culture, how games are made, how an idea becomes a completed game experience. We also go into the future of games, where are games headed? But more than that, a big goal of mine has been to break down a lot of the misconceptions about gamers, about the games industry. I've been a gamer my whole life, and I know that we're a passionate, dedicated community of people. The public at large, has a lot of those knee-jerk reactions of all games are violent or all games are time wasters. Where we are now is we've shot the film. That's the good news. The bad news is I've kind of exhausted all of my own resources. I've been funding this out of my own pocket for the past year, filming across the country at all the major game publishers and developers, as well as interview a who's who of industry icons. I'm coming to the Kickstarter community now because I need help to get across the finish line. Post-production involves things like editing, music licensing, archival footage, all the things involved to bring the film together. I want to let you all know that by supporting this project, by getting us funded, it's really in good hands. Me and my team at Media Juice have been producing film and video projects for the past 10 years. Any way you can support, whether that's donating or sharing the link with your friends via Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, just getting the message out there. I'm really hoping that the gaming community, the film community will come together, and with your support and our experience, we can make a great film that we'll all be proud of. Thanks for watching.